Hello guys, it's Ben from UpBots and I'm delighted to make this video today to show you all the progress we had in March because we developed a lot of things. We had a lot of upgrades on the interface and we are closer than ever of the official launch. So I will try to explain all of this, what we did, what are the new plans, what we changed, because we also had a lot of change. It's gonna be perhaps the most important video I did so far. So please stay up to the end because there is a lot of news. Let's start directly with the agenda. So today, well, if you are new, I will shortly again explain what is UpBots. I will gonna talk about some facts and figures. I'm gonna talk about the UBXT on Binance Marching because we'll launch that in March. We're gonna talk also about the UBXG. So we had the plans to develop another token for as rewards, but we have a new plan and it's linked to the UBXT. I will explain that. We're gonna talk about the NFT community algorithm and the marketing. So there is many other things that we have to talk to you about. I'm gonna make, as always, a 90 recap and I will talk about the progress. We're gonna also talk about the burning of token. And if you don't have the time to look at the whole video, well, you can directly go at the end with the takeaway in 8 points. But I suggest you to look at the complete video to understand exactly what we are trying to do, what we changed, and what are the plans for the coming days, weeks, and months. So, if you never heard about UpBots and you just came on our YouTube channel and see this video, well, what is UpBots? UpBots is an all-in-one trading interface on the blockchain with a complete ecosystem for the crypto traders. And the objective is to have one single place for all the tools you may need. So it's for manual trades, it's for advanced features in manual trades, renting of algorithm based on performance fees, which is our most important feature here. We also plan to have social copy trading, a marketplace with trainings, the ability to trade on DEX, on a centralized exchange, to have farming solution, to have, well, actually DeFi solution. So the idea is really to have all the best possible tools in one interface. It's a big challenge, but we are working on that for more than a year now. And well, we are happy to already have some of those tools. So if you are discovering UpBots right now, I invite you to go on the demo version on the website to see what we are working on right now. You are already able to add your wallet to make some manual trades, to have some algorithm for free if you are staking some UBXT on FTX, to have there is also the swap, and many other features are coming in the coming days and weeks. So some facts and figures about the current situation. We have currently 6 listings. We are on Uniswap, FTX, SushiSwap, Serum, KuCoin, and the new one is PancakeSwap. We are there for a bit more than a week now. We added our liquidity and actually it's exactly like Uniswap except that it's on the Binance Marching. And if you want to participate, if you want to help us and if you want to earn some trading fees, you can go there, add your liquidity if you already have UBXT, and you will get a percentage of the fees that the user will pay to buy and sell tokens. Why did we went there? Well, I will explain that later, but mostly because the fees are far lower than on the Ethereum blockchain. In terms of figures, we always have the same link for the demo version. It's demo, but it's actually already usable. So you can go there, you can stake UBXT and already plug your account to one of the algobots, make manual trades, cancel them, check your wallet evolution and on the Ethereum, on the Binance Marching, but also, well, all the centralized exchange. Another important news is that, well, we have currently an average of 46 new accounts per day. So it's increasing massively. And we have now more than 3,100 accounts with at least one wallet linked on the interface. So it's an increase of 82% in 1 month. It's huge, and actually it's far more than what we expected. So thank you for that. We see that the community is really increasing and is really liking the project. So it's something that we really like to see, and that gives us a lot of motivation to continue the work. We have around 980 accounts linked to the UpBots. For the token now, well, you probably saw it, March was amazing. We reached a new ATH with 8.5 cents for the UBXT token. So it's a massive good news. Well, it had a stabilization around the 5.5 cents. So it was an increase of 465%. Right now, I think that we are again at the 6.5 cents. So the tokens had a nice increase thanks to an increasing adoption as well. Some other facts, well, I mentioned that we have a lot of new users. You can see here the evolution and the huge evolution of user on the interface since December. So we are right now above the 3,000, and it's actually 6 times more than forecast at launch in our business plan. In terms of capital managed by the Optimus bots, so Optimus BTC, Optimus ETH, and Optimus BNB, we are close to 1 million managed by the demo bots. It's actually quite good, and we expect to have far more capital managed in the future with the other bots. And also we have to keep in mind that each user have a maximum of $2,500 managed by bots. So the limitation is also coming from there. It's probable that without that limitation we could have far more capital managed, but as it's still a demo, that was the objective, to have a limit, and as soon as the interface is launched, we're gonna have less limits. We still plan to have limits for smaller coin in order to avoid massive slippage, but that's another story. And normally for BTC, ETH, and the other majors, we shouldn't have that limitation. Let's go on PancakeSwap and the Binance Marching. So what is the Binance Marching? Binance Marching is exactly like the Ethereum blockchain. It's actually quite similar. The only difference is that the validation on Ethereum is done by a proof of work, and for the Binance Marching is different. And actually it means that the transaction fees will be far lower. Right now, if you are trying to sell something on Uniswap, you will have to pay something like $20, $30, or even $40 of gas fees. On the Binance Marching, you will have to pay far less. So it's something like between 5 cents, 10 cents, perhaps even a little bit more, but generally is always less than $1. And the transactions are very quick. So normally it's never more than a few seconds to close a transaction. You probably saw that the BNB was increasing massively. It's also because of that, because a lot of projects are moving the token to the Binance Smart Chain, and we did that too. We're gonna use the Binance Smart Chain on the interface too, with a full integration in the interface that's planned for the coming weeks and months, with a smart contract per bot, but I will explain that perhaps a little bit later in the next video, because we are still on the building phase for that. So what does it mean for you? It means that from now you can buy UBXT on the Ethereum blockchain, or on a centralized exchange, or on the Binance Smart Chain. And you can also send those UBXT token from the ERC20 protocol on Ethereum to the Binance Smart Chain, BEP20. And for that, we have a bridge on multi-chain, thanks to a collaboration with André Cronje and Zhao Jun. And so we have now 1 token and 2 blockchain with 2 token addresses. So it's not the same address for Ethereum and Binance Chain. So be sure that you added both contracts on your MetaMask account or on your browser extension wallets, all right? If you need a tutorial, you can go on our Gitbook, and you will find all the information about the contract address, how to make the swap, how to send your tokens to the other blockchain, etc. All right. And now that we have the token on the Binance Marching, it was important to also let the user buy and sell their token directly on that blockchain. And so we added the UBXT on PancakeSwap. We added a first liquidity of $200,000, 50-50 in UBXT and USDT. And so you can go there and you can also add your own liquidity, as I said earlier. The advantage for the user with the Binance Marching is that it gives us also more possibilities for future integration on the interface with lower gas fees, something that was quite a challenge with Ethereum right now. It's also lower transaction gas fees and transfer, and a cheaper staking and unstaking progress for the UBXT. So it's a lot of advantages. So now a point that was really something important for the users. We saw your comments, we saw the fear that some of you had regarding the UBXG plan. So just a small recap, the objective was to create a second token, actually a DAO token, with a decreasing production and no pre-minting, with one objective, reward the user that are participating in the evolution of the interface of the token, that are providing their liquidity, etc. The thing is, actually we developed the UBXG. Everything was done, the staking solution was finished, but the feedback was not very optimistic, and people were scared to have two token and a dilution of the capital. So because of this, we decided to stop the UBXG, and we're gonna keep only the UBXT. And the plan is to let the UBXT do what the UBXG should have done, right? So for the staking solution, I explained in the last video that we planned to have several pools, and one of them would be to have the UBXG staking solution, and you would receive some of the UBXG minted and some of the UBXT from the performance fees pool. Well, from now it's gonna be a staking solution for UBXT. So it means that you will receive the UBXT from the performance fees pool, and we gonna allocate some of the UBXT from the development funds directly to that pool too, to have a nice APY at the beginning and for the next year. Same for the DAO. The UBXT will be used to vote, so that's something that we have to adapt now, because we did that for the UBXG, and it will arrive normally in the coming weeks. We're gonna communicate about the amount in the coming days, and really the objective is to offer the most interesting APY possible without impacting the tokenomic of UpBots. That's really something very important. All the tokenomic is always to have a scarcity on the market. As you know, the fewer token available, well, the higher the price. So that's our objective, to withdraw and to not flood a lot of tokens on the market. Those staking pool are actually in testing right now, and we expect to launch that in the coming days. Other few elements about the last month and what is coming. The first one is the NFT. Well, I'm sure you heard about the NFT in the news, because, well, they're all talking about that right now, with the first tweet that has been sold for a few million and euros. But, well, UpBots will also have Trader Series collectible NFT cards, and actually it's gonna be completely free, so it's not the plan for us to sell them, even if the users that are receiving them can sell them on a marketplace. We hired an incredible artist to design for us a first series of 12 amazing cards that we'll be giving away to our community, one each month, and each card will be completely unique and tradable, and the first one will be released very soon, so get ready. Beside that, a new kind of bots arrived on the interface, and that's what we call the community bots. It's bots that are free for the stakers and based on algorithm specifically designed for a specific coins. For a project we have a partnership with. For example, we just had this week the community bot for AVAX, and since we have now a partnership with them, well, it's available for the stakers, so it's completely free. We do not plan to make the user pay for that, but it will help the tokenomic because the user will have to stake UBXT to get the access to it, right? A few other community bots may arrive in the future, so stay tuned for that. Another positive point about the last month is that we made, from mid-March, we'll launch a major multi-channel marketing campaign thanks to our team and our partners. And actually, that's one of the reasons why we had an incredible increase in number of registration of UpBots. As I said, it's around 82%. And that's also why we had a massive increase in daily trading volume on the different exchanges. But that's not all, because we are preparing right now new partnership, new campaign with a lot of new things with community bots, article, press release, NFT, etc. So the coming weeks can be really amazing, and we expect to have another massive increase of registration on UpBots. And don't forget that you are part of this community. So if you want to help us, please talk about UpBots around you on the net, on your social network. Alright, so now let's talk about the IT developments. In March, we developed a lot of things and we released a lot of things. The platform is close to be launched. We are just finishing the validation of the performance fee system and are waiting for the final validation of the regulator, which should arrive in the coming days. But in March, we progressed a lot. For example, we launched the manual trades on Binance with also the cancel order features that has been added and a UI UX design improvement. We also launched the ETH tracker with a connection to the ETH wallet analysis. So from now you can connect your ETH, your MetaMask account, or any ETH address. You can add it on the interface and you are able to see the different coins on that wallet, the evolution of that wallet, and also the analysis of the capital held on different DeFi tools such as Compound, AV, Uniswap if you have liquidity there, and other websites like that. Later that month, well, it's on the other side, on the other column, but we also add the BSC tracker. So just like for ETH tracker, now you can add your Binance Marching wallets and you can currently see the coin you have. Another big thing that we added is that we have now the AlgoBots available on FTX. So the FTX market has been added and linked to the trading engine. And so from now you can trade, you can have the AlgoBots or on Binance or on FTX. For the portfolio, a few things. So we add the subaccount tracker because it was a request from the community. You probably saw it, but we have a speed improvement by 8. So from now it's really fast. And so you are able to move from one wallet to the other one without any delay. And we fixed some bugs, so UI bugs, wrong balance and API issue. So normally the portfolio should work really better right now. In terms of design, we launched the design 2.0. You can go on the interface and see the difference. We also improved the workflow, the colors, the general design. And we added some widgets on the homepage with the different price of BTC, ETH, and UBXT. So for the UBXG token, well, we developed it in March, but we also decided to stop it, so it's currently on the shelf. And so we changed the process for the UBXT. So we had to rework the staking solution. For that, it was actually quite big because the rewards were completely different, because the process was different, because the contract was built differently. And we are in the testing phase right now. But well, we had everything ready. We stopped that, and so now it's gonna be the UBXT. For the backend, well, a lot of things, and I will not explain everything because we did a lot on that side and you will not directly see it, but we have a new development environment for the developers. We worked on the preparation for new trade on new exchanges. We developed an auto API reconnect, which is very important. We worked on the user logs, so right now we are more able to see all the issues that user may have on the interface. We developed the performance fees calculation after trades, developed the individual wallet creation for users, the performance fees profit pool, and well, there is a lot of other things, but the list would be quite long. What are currently in development? Well, the first thing is the performance fee system. That's the most important element right now because it's the only thing missing right now to launch the interface. So for the creation of individual wallet for user, as I said, it's done. Performance fees pool creation and implementation of the logic is done. On-chain transaction for performance fees pool, burning algo dev is done as well. Off-chain transaction for performance fees calculation is done. What is still in progress is the performance field calculation with a system implementation. It's the link between the system and the usability on the interface, right? And the next step will be the testing. Actually, we are already testing it at the same time, and we hope to finish that very soon. The second element is the UBXT staking. Already talk about that. Right now we are in the testing phase, and the last tests were actually very positive, so it won't be long. We are also continuing the work on the refactoring of the front end for the version 1.0, and the status is at 55%, and we expect to have the new version with light mode, night mode, better interface with a better design, a better speed, and better integration, and we expect to have all this for May. Other things that are in progress right now, well, the community bots, it's actually already done. We added one and more will arrive soon. There is the Binance wallet browser extension, so we are still working on that right now. It should arrive in the coming days, so you will be able to add or your MetaMask account or your Binance wallet account. We are also working on the user bot activity details. So we understood that some user may have some difficulties to know if the bot are working or not, if they enter, if there is an issue, an error. You will be soon able to see the direct logs from the bot to see the evolution of your trade, if the bot is working or not. And if you had an issue, you will be able to directly see that issue without having to go to the support channel to ask to our developers. New exchanges will be soon also available, the Algo Lab. We are right now talking with a specialized agency to speed up the development of this feature. So the Algo Lab is a feature that will allow you to develop your own algorithm and to backtest it, and then if it's a good one, to rent it directly to the community. So the agency we are talking with is really specialized in the development of this kind of tool, so we hope that is going to be a good partnership. There is also the social copy trading. We are right now working on the architecture development and plan to work on the implementation when we're gonna have a little bit more time, but that's really something that we would be happy to launch very soon. There is also the training marketplace, so the design has been implemented. Right now we are talking with different providers and comparing the different training they are selling in order to only have the best training possible and to have a good deal, better than what that the price they ask on their own website. So that's also something that should arrive very, very soon. Another element about the burning. So if you remember correctly, we have two kinds of burning. The first one is from the performance fees. So the equivalent of 50% of what the algo dev or master trader will have collected will be taken by UpBots and burned, right? So for example, if the performance fees rate is 20% and the algo dev is receiving, let's say 10%, it means that 5%, so 50% of what the algo dev received, 5% will be burned after each trade. It's completely automatic and it's calculated directly after the trade. How we burn that? Well, we send those tokens in a keyless account so an account where it's not possible to withdraw the tokens. The second part of the burning program is the UpBots net income. So what we planned at the beginning, well, it was to have a first burning in Q1 2021, and we would burn 50% of the net income coming from the subscription, the performance fees that UpBots is taking, the selling of the trainings, and all the different commission. The thing is that, well, we had a small delay, and for Q1 we don't have yet any net income for the company. So instead of, well, avoiding those 50%, we decided to postpone a bit the burning to Q4 21 and to have the 15% burn at that moment. So thanks to that, we avoid burning of 0 token and increase the total burning amount that we're gonna have in the future. So that's really something that we decided to do for the community, because for the well of the company, the decision would have been probably different. But here we think that, well, it's more fair to have something and a burn on Q4 2021 rather than right now. You probably may know that too, but the plan is to burn up to 50% of all the tokens from the part 1 and part 2. And when the 50% will be reached, at that moment we will stop the performance fees burning program, and the 5% burns I talked about just before will be actually added to the performance fees pool, so will be distributed to the community. So maybe you hadn't the time to check the whole video and just arrive here, or maybe you saw the whole video but would like a recap. So let's go with the takeaway in 8 points. So the first point is the fact that in March we had an increase of 82% of registration. It's actually huge, and we expect to have that even more in the future. It means that right now we have more than 3,000 users on the interface, which is actually 6 times more than what we expected in our business plans for the official launch. So it's really amazing. The second point is that UBXT now available on Binance Marching and is listed on PancakeSwap. So if you want to go there, you can go on multi-chain, the website, to swap your tokens from the Ethereum blockchain to the Binance Marching, or you can directly go to PancakeSwap and you can buy UBXT there, right? The third point is that we decided to stop the UBXG program. So from now, the staking will be done in UBXT only, and the reward will come from a performance fees pool that's for the UBXT staking, and token will be also released from the investment funds. And actually, we plan to launch that very soon, because right now we are in the testing phase. The next point is that if we had a massive marketing campaign last month, and well, we can see the impact directly in the increase of registration, we plan to have a new one in very soon with an NFT hunt, with influencer, ads, press release, and many other things. We deblocked a budget for that, and we expect to have again a nice increase of registration. The next point is about the community bots that just arrived, with the first one on AVAX. So community bots are something completely free. You just need to stake UBXT. It's actually right now like the Optimus bots, except that the Optimus bot will also be based on performance fees soon. But the community bots will always be free as long as you are staking UBXT. And the objective of those bots is to have a strong partnership with project with large community. It's also a way for us to attract more users and to have more people using the UBXT. Next point is the development that we did in March. So we launched the manual trades, the ETH portfolio tracker, the Binance Marching portfolio tracker, the algobots on FTX. So now you can trade on FTX and on Binance. We improved the design. We developed the UBXT staking pool, and actually, as I said, it's in testing right now, so it should arrive in the coming days. We improved also the speed. So right now the interface is far better than before, and also many other things. What is coming? The UBXT staking pool, as I said. There is also the performance fee system. We are also in testing right now and implementing that in the front. The bot activity history for the users, so they may see the progress that the bot is doing, if the bot is running or not, if there is an issue, what kind of issue it is. We're also working on the new design. Actually, it has the 2.1 has been implemented already. We're also working on the addition of new exchanges, more community bots, more margin trading possibilities, and many other elements. And the last point is about the burn. So there is 2 points here. The first one is that based on the fact that we don't have yet any income from subscription, from the performance fees, from selling of trainings or whatever, well, we don't have any tokens to burn in Q1, since actually it was the plan to burn 50% of the net income of UpBots in Q1. So instead of not burning any tokens in Q1 and miss the 15% burn this year, we decided to postpone it to Q4 to maximize the chance of burning tokens in 2021. So for the part of the performance fees that are burned, that is not postponed because it's completely automatic. So the burn will occur after each single trade, right? So that's not postponed. As soon as the performance fee system is launched, the burning will start for that part. The second element is that as soon as 50% of all the tokens has been burned, at that moment, the amount allocated for the burn will be allocated to the performance fees pool. So the token that will be sent to the performance fees pool and distribute to the UBXT staker will double as soon as we decreased the number of tokens, right? So that was the takeaway, very short takeaway of this video today. And because we receive this question all the time, when do we start? What I can say is that we are closer than ever, so get ready. What we are still waiting is the final validation of the test for the performance fees and the final validation of the regulator that should arrive very soon. And as soon as we have it, well, we're gonna be able to launch the interface. Alright, so it's the end of this video. If you have any question about that, you can put that under the comments of this video and my team will be there to answer. You can also go on our Telegram chat, on the Discord channel and ask all your questions there. I wish you a very good day and see you soon for another video. Bye bye!